This is me on my first day as an intern for Emmanuel. In the first few days, I meet up with John and Becca Oliver and Sally and Pete to discuss what's happening over the next year before I head off to Bedford for my first training session. Firstly, I met with my host, Alex, who works for the local council there in the recycling and food waste department. And we both share a passion for the environment and stewarding God's creation. The first day of training, we started with refreshments and getting to know all of the other interns from the churches around the UK, as well as hearing the leaders' testimonies of how God has changed their life and they've grown in their relationship with Him. And throughout the rest of the week, we hear testimonies from the other interns as well. So the rest of the training included some teaching on the Old Testament, in which actually we did some acting and I played Elijah in the verses 1 Kings 18:16 to 39 with the sacrifice of the bull and the prophets of Baal. We also did various fun quizzes about the Old Testament and about religion and Christianity in general, which was great. The following lectures were on salvation, law, and grace. And we had some great guest speakers, like Tim Green, for example. And then we also did a lot about the Holy Spirit and how we live in a relationship with the living God, prophecy in tongues, and that was great. And then finally, on the last day, we did children's work. So the children's workers from the Bedford church came in and discussed with us their experiences, and this is me as 7-year-old Scarlett and my favourite Teddy at the time, and we drew ourselves and we basically were talking about how we've all been children, we've all been there, and it was just really great to hear their view on just nurturing children's faith. And fast forwarding to mid-September, I'm back in Durham and I'm planning my daily and weekly schedules, which takes more time than I thought it would. And I've been unpacking and settling into my new house and just resting with my housemates. I've also been reading lots of the Bible and Christian books such as Mere Christianity and God's Lavish Grace, and I'm just thoroughly enjoying those and diving into what God's taught them and how I can learn from that this year. I've met with my faith club like 4 times now, which has been an absolute blessing. I've also met with my MCOM and seen the Ignite 7 to 11s last Friday, which was great. But in amongst all of this that I've been up to, I've spent a lot of time praying and worshipping God, and that's just been great because he's shown me a lot already. So namely he's shown me that he makes the best plans. So it's better for me to offer him my time so that he can organise it, rather than me overscheduling my diary and not feeling rested. Also, he's shown me not to settle for the convenient things, convenient comforts in this life, but to press into the more that he wants to show me, which has been amazing. Also to trust that he knows me better than I even know myself. So to not see opportunities given to me as out of my reach, but to know that he'll equip me. I've also changed my original prayer from Lord, give me a vision for my future to Lord, give me a vision for your future in which I play a part. And that was just an amazing time with God. And then most recently, he's shown me how he's teaching me to stop doing and start loving. He's really growing compassion in me for other people and just loving others in the moment, led by his Spirit. And yeah, so that's the first month of my time as an FP at Emmanuel, and I can't wait to tell you all more.